Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So first of all, thank you so much for all your blessings and wishes. I'm a little better today and hopefully will be fine by tomorrow or day after. A lot of you were concerned about if I have fever and everything. No, I had stomach ache. I ate something that I shouldn't have, so because of that there is stomach ache, and it's getting over. I'm still on medication, but probably a day or two more and I'll be fine. So thank you so much for your blessings, thank you so much for your healings, thank you so much for liking the video that I did last time, like the yesterday video where I shared my experiences, and thank you so much for your overwhelming response. I really am thankful to you all of you. Now today I'm going to talk about a few things that are going to be part of the same video, because a lot of questions that came across were also about, do we connect with negative energies, and how do we does it happen that when our energies open, the guides or whatever we are thinking as a guide, can that be a negative energy talking to us, or do we connect to negative souls, and how does that happen and how do we deal with it? So I'm going to answer that in today's video. Also the video on visualization, there is a part of it that's still pending, where why does, after doing everything correct, why does still the things that you're visualizing don't happen? So I'm going to cover that part tomorrow. So let's just finish this and then I'll cover that tomorrow. Before we begin the whole video, I'm going to take out some messages from you, and let's see if the same messages as the Hindi video got come to you or not, but there are some strange messages that are coming across. Anyways, so let's see what are the messages for you guys. Guides and angels, what are the messages for viewers? Guides, angels, what are the many cards are trying to kind of come out. Guides, angels, what are the messages for viewers? Okay, so here we have the Emperor and the Star card, and Star card is the card of clarity, it's a card of balance, and I'm being told to shuffle again. Okay, I will. Guides, angels, what is the message for viewers? Guides, angels, what is, okay, you tell me what is the message that you want to give. Not so many again, that's like half of the cards coming out. Okay, I will read, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I have another set of cards which are almost like half of the cards coming out, but I'm going to read that also, because that probably has a reference. But anyways, so first of all, the message for you guys is a card of Star, and Star card is of things coming out. Star card is of balance, Star card is of nurturing, Star card is of awakening, Star card is of balancing your chakras, Star card is of balancing your inner self. And if you see this card somewhere, I would say that tomorrow 8th of August, right, new moon, tomorrow's moon is definitely going to bring in some changes. And also if possible, balance your energies, have a lot of water, and also practice the chakra balancing. That's going to be very important. But a lot of things are becoming clearer in your life when you watch this video, and the next day. So a lot of things will become balanced and clearer, and you will see the clear picture of a lot of other things, and you'll see be more peaceful probably. Now this set of card that has come, and strangely there is no Queen of Wands here, and that's what I was saying, that I'm seeing some strange things happening where I'm not getting Queen of Wands, but I'm still getting messages. So I don't know, some guides and angels and whoever is an angel have their own ways. But if you see, this card basically says, and the way the cards are, I'm going to kind of spread that on table, and so that I'm able to kind of read them out to you, and hopefully that will help, because there are too many. But you know, I don't pick up, I don't leave any cards. Like if something has come, there is a reason why that has come. Okay, so there is the first card is Ten of Swords. If you see, somebody is wounded, somebody is actually stabbed in the back. There's a wound there. The second card is the Lover's card, and if you see Lover's card, there are actually two people. One is pulling this person to one side, another one is pulling the person to another side. So there are actually two people here, one old and one like young. But if you see, there is a snake right and I've not really seen snake in Lover's card, have I? So there is there is a snake right here, down here, right down here, on the foot of the younger female. Basically the snake is about to bite the younger female, not the older one. And then there is a card where there is 4 of swords. Somebody is actually resting in peace, and resting in peace doesn't mean that died, but actually like, you know, lying down or fainted, or into that zone where the person is actually kept apart from other people. There is High Priestess. High Priestess has the key to opening up the truth and opening up the secrets, but somebody is trying to still hide the secrets. If you see, the person is trying to kind of push the box to kind of be closed. This is 4 of Wands, but still somebody has got the control over the wolves, and there is an energy of standing the ground. There is a Hermit card, and Hermit, if you see, this is a person who's sitting all alone, but there is this small bee in his hand, which is like the one which has light, and he's seeing the light. So Hermit is out of his zone, he's in the light. It has turned into the Magician. Magician has all the resources, knows how to come out, knows what to do. There is a new moon that is coming, and the moon card is here. From the moon card, the cards kind of change, and here I see there is 2 of Wheels, where the person is trying to balance multiple things, and from there is Ace of Swords. There is a big snake that has open mouth, and there is definitely new revelations, new things, new energies that are coming out. There is a King and Queen, and they have a wolf, but the King and Queen are also like have their own separate agendas that are there. And there is 7 of Cups, where there is a lot of confusion. Where is what is flowing where to whom? So this is a card of illusions. And then there is a card of forward movement. There is a card of Chariot, taking control of everything, moving forward. There is a card of Wheel of Fortune, where actually everything changes, the fortune changes. And after that there is King of Wheels, which is King of Pentacle, which means that a new angle, or something that was very closed, very kept to self. There is a judgment, and everything is going to be free, and everything is going to be out. I'm going to put this part separately also, because this is like a very long part. But if I take it as a story, I would say that if there is anybody who has wounded you, who stabbed you in the back, if you are thinking that this person is somebody, this person can be somebody else also. So if you thought that somebody who loves you is with you, and or you might be been pushed and pulled between 2 relationships, and you don't know whether the other person who is actually showing that person is leaving you in peace, and not really want to take anything from you, has actually done something, or is ready to do some damage to you and the person who is with you, so your partner. And then the cards say that you need to get into the peaceful energy. You need to meditate a little, so that you get to your intuition. You know where are the keys to open up the things that you've closed inside you. Stand your ground, look at the light. Know that you have all the resources. Know that you have to make the noise, you have to raise up your voice. Know that you will have to balance a few things, but ultimately if you balance a few things, and if you be in your energy, if you be in your ability, you will be independent. You will be moved from unclarity to clarity. You will be able to see the things clearly, and you will be able to lead forward. The Wheel of Fortune, the fortune is going to change. Abundance will flow into your life, and finally the judgment will happen that will be fruitful to you. So that's how I'm going to read these cards. And similarly, you know, the similar kind of thing came across in the Hindi video as well. So strangely, but anyways, so let's going to the topic. So do negative energies connect with you? Any kind of energy, whether it is positive, whether it is negative, they can't connect with you without your permission. So souls have this very beautiful thing of taking the permission, and only when you give the permission, that's when any kind of energy can connect with you. So whether it is positive or whether it is negative, like for example, if you want your guides to connect with you, you will only when you will ask your guides that I'm ready and I want your guidance and please guide me, they will connect with you, otherwise they won't. Similarly, for the negative energies also, they connect with you when you give them permission. Now you will say that who will give up permission to the negative person or negative energy to, or negative soul to connect with them, because nobody would want that in their life. Well, at times the permissions are not expressed, but they are implied, which means that if you are thinking negative, you are mostly negative, you are mostly into the negative energy, your aura will become negative. If your aura is negative, it will allow the negative energies to come across. So that's like an implied permission for them that, okay, this person is negative, which means that this person needs more of us, and we can actually make this person strongly negative, and the negative energies will come to you. So you will hear things which are negative, you will get intuitions that are negative, you will get visions that are negative, you will be fearful, and you will see all this thing like a like something to be afraid of, right? So that's the permission that you're giving to the negative energies to connect with you. Now when you're doing that, how do you stop doing that? How can you come out of it? So if at all you are having any kind of negative experiences with energies, specifically energies, first of all you have to stop thinking negative. So you have to make a conscious effort that out of 24 hours, the maximum hours you are thinking positive, because that will change your aura. Once your aura changes, the negative energies will not be able to connect with you. Second, you have to practice grounding and safety circle every day, because until you are able to kind of change everything for you, grounding and safety circle will help you protect your energies. Third, you have to set an intention. So you have to set a clear intention that I only want to connect with light, I only allow light and my guides and highest energies to come close to me or come guide me, and I do not allow any of the negative energies to come into anywhere near to my house or my place or my area at all. When you put that express thing into the universe listens to it. So automatically the negative energies will not come across. And if at all you forget to do these things and the negative energies come across, you can actually practice cleansing exercise before going to bed, and that cleansing will actually help you remove all the negative energies that you've absorbed from people around you or from any kind of negative scenario or the souls. Now you would say, I have a very busy life, I don't have time to kind of do so many meditations. So you don't have to. There are a lot of myths with meditations. I already have like a video on my channel about meditations, and that clears a lot of myths. So if you can get when you get time, you watch the video. It is in playlist either Soul Journey, or it is in the playlist of meditations, but watch it. Is called Myths Related to Meditation, and you will know how meditation can help you and how you should or should not meditate. But anyways, so you don't have to put extra time for it. Once you know how to do grounding, like once or twice if you listen to the video, once you know how to do the grounding, once you know how to do the safety circle, it is just a matter of seconds. You can actually put a safety circle, or you can actually do grounding. And similarly, the chakra meditation that I have, it's just 5 to 6 minutes, so that's also not too much time of yours. And cleansing is also similar, so it can take from like when you come home and take shower, you can do cleansing along with it. So it's a very simple thing. These are very simple exercises that can help you get rid of negative energies, negative thoughts, and negative the fears that you develop because of connecting with these negative energies. Now another thing is that if at all you fear connecting with your guides or angels, or if at all you are connecting with your guides and angels but you're not able to interpret the messages, or they're not coming faster, you're not awakening as fast as you want to awaken, don't get restless. Don't push it. It has not to be pushed. It has to come at its own. So don't try to open your third eye, don't try to awaken your kundalini, don't do any of that. That can actually be dangerous if it is not done in the right way. And if you actually regularly practice grounding, and if you regularly practice the chakra meditation, it will help you to actually awaken your energies, and your guides and angels will start connecting to you when you give them permission. So just put that intention that you are ready to connect with them. Just put that intention out there in the world, in the universe, that you are ready to connect with them, you are ready to receive the messages, you are ready to get to this journey of awakening, and you're not interested, or you don't want to connect with anything that is negative. And when you put that intention across, it will go across very well, and when it goes across very well, it will be followed very well. So don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Rather the negatives, the energies that connect with you are always amazing, and they will always guide you. So that's the message that I wanted to give to you guys with this video. And if you have any further questions, you can ask those questions to me before I close the video. I don't know why there is Queen of Wands here, but anyways, so I will just take a message from these cards, and then I will ask if there is a connect that is needed. But he's giving his messages anyways in the other videos just like that. I'm not sure why, but just let's see. Guides, angels, what is the message that I need to give? Guides, angels, what is the message for viewers? Okay, what is the message for viewers? What is the message for viewers? Did any card? Okay. Oh, what is the message for me? I got one card, but I was guided to take a few more, so I did take a few more. And the cards that I have, there is King of Wands. The first card is King of Wands. There is Six of Pentacles, there is Tower, there is Emperor, there is Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful cards and beautifully set also. These cards basically say that you need to take lead of life. You need to move forward with taking lead of your life, and knowing that even if you have to jump into fire, that's all right when you take the right decision, when you are on the right path. Second, success is going to be there. So definitely there's a card of success, you having what you deserve, and this is the card of justice in a way also. So success is there, what you deserve is going to come to you. The Tower is going to fall off, burn out. Anything that is not right, anything that was not working out, anything that was not meant to be there, anything that was wrong, incorrect, is going to fall out, is going to definitely get burnt out. There is an Emperor card, and if you see, this Emperor card is very, very different. The Emperor is sitting in the sunlight, and he's holding the globe in his hand. There is a small sheep there, and there are phoenix, or I think these are phoenix around on the shield. So the Emperor is the card of your energy, of your experience, of the things that you do, of the power that you have, of the authority that you have. So definitely your experiences are going to bring you abundance and happiness. And on the other hand, I feel that King of Wands, you know who I'm referring to. So King of Wands has something where some information, some divine help, some divine guidance is coming his way, which is going to actually burn out the Tower, and some of the experiences, some of the situations, some of the realities will come out, and ultimately there will be gain. So ultimately there will be success, ultimately there will be progress, ultimately there will be balance, and that this person is actually kissing the sunflowers, so is happy. So there is a happy energy that's going to come in the end. So these were the messages that I had, and there is a card of rebirth and death also. So these are the messages that I have, and if you want to know more, sorry and if you like the video, please share it with everyone that you can, and I will see you with the next video very, very soon, rather tomorrow. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.